I'm going to share a secret with you. I procrastinated a long time installing Windows 11. I've used Windows 10 Pro in my last 7 PC builds, and getting used to a new operating system that not only looks different, but also what about program compatibility with my editing software, with my game launchers, with my programs for controllers, with screen recording software like OBS? What about performance in-game and also while streaming or screen recording? Well, I am happy to say that the learning curve of upgrading from Windows 10 to 11 is actually very small when you get over cosmetic things like, well, the taskbar being in the middle, the rounded edges of all open application boxes, and a more Mac OS-like experience. In fact, I'd say in about a day, I was up and running doing everything I did normally in Windows 10, from video editing to gaming to productivity work such as making PowerPoint presentations and using multiple email services. Also, as far as performance is concerned, considering I do have a 12th generation Intel CPU, specifically an i9-12900K, I am actually getting about 1.5 to 3% more performance on Windows 11, and that is concurrent across video editing, gaming, any kind of CPU or GPU intensive load. Yes, I did say GPU. My 3090 Ti actually seems to run a little bit more efficient and better, more streamlined in Windows 11, which is awesome. What about price? How much did it cost to upgrade? Well, it is a free upgrade from Windows 10, and for the longest time I was saying upgrade, you know, I was throwing out a lot of air quotes and whatnot. It genuinely is an upgrade over Windows 10, I would say. It has better optimization for a lot of applications and program suites, such as photo editing, video editing, DAWs or digital audio workstations, music production suites, if you will. So from a productivity standpoint, Windows 11 is far superior. I was actually hooked on the design. I think it's a lot more clean and streamlined, and especially with the small tweaks or customizations I've made to my taskbar, it looks awesome. I will be making a separate tutorial walking you through step by step some tweaks and changes you can make on a fresh install of Windows 11. And it is incredibly important that you are on a registered, licensed OEM factory key of Windows 10, or you will not be given the option to upgrade to Windows 11. I do have linked in the description below a separate video I did about a month ago of a company called VIPSCDkeys.com that offers OEM licensed Microsoft keys at a fraction of the cost. That is what I have on my personal PC, and that is what allowed me to upgrade to Windows 11 for free. Guess what? They're also the sponsor of today's video. And now a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. If you just built a PC and need to activate Windows 10, why not take the legal route with the OEM factory key from VIP SCD Key, using the link and 25% discount code found in the description below. Let me show you how diggity darn easy it is to activate the code and install this bad boy. I got a 25% coupon code. It's GHVP. It's in our cart. Do you have a promotion code? We sure as heck do. GHVP. Walk it in. Awesome. Grab your sword and slash the price down to $16.23. Now you will get an email prompting you to come to My Purchased Orders, or from the website, you just click on your account, then My Purchased Orders, and you're going to click View Keys/Codes. You're going to highlight it with your mouse, hit Control-C for copy. We are soon going to get rid of this ugly watermark in the bottom right corner and be able to customize things like themes and colors, and be able to upgrade to Windows 11 if we want. Down here in Windows, you are going to click on this cog icon, that is Settings. You're going to go to System, then About, then change product key or upgrade your edition of Windows. You have two options. You can right click and hit paste, or you can click anywhere in this box and hit Control V on your keyboard. Hit next. Activate or cancel. I'd like to activate. Windows is now activated. Welcome back to today's video. When I first got Windows 11 installed, I was a little bit nervous. Everything, well, it looks different. To me, it looks eerily close to Apple's Mac OS, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it definitely looks like Microsoft took a couple of pages out of their book. But after about 45 minutes of exploration, I was up and running, and after watching a couple of Windows tutorials, I was able to get my taskbar looking like this, with a couple of tweaks within the OS itself, as well as a couple of third-party plugins. Now, everything such as my screen recording software, which is OBS, to my editing software, which is DaVinci Resolve 18, I guess we're on now, that you can still get 17, but 18 is in beta, and that's what I have here. Everything that I had installed on my Windows 10 PC, such as my game launchers, such as Discord, such as Spotify, all instantly transferred over and was up and running instantaneously. I didn't need to do any tweaks or adjustments. The only settings I did need to adjust were Windows 11 specific ones that simply were not in Windows 10, such as Auto HDR High Dynamic Range, which is something that I am using on this monitor, which has HDR. It is 1440p, 165 hertz refresh rate, HDR. It's nothing crazy like Dolby Vision. It's just HDR 10, which is the standard. Man, I said HDR a lot consecutively. So as for the performance issues, why I was a little bit nervous, I'm not going to say that Windows 11 launched in rough condition. However, it did have a lot of compatibility and optimization problems right out of the gate. We see this with damn near every operating system, and people were a little bit nervous because generally Microsoft goes back and forth with at their operating systems. One is good, one is bad. Linus Tech Tips did a very good video on this exact topic, and Windows 10 was generally received pretty dang well, so people were thinking, ooh, this is going to be a stinker here with Windows 11. It seems like Microsoft worked very quickly to work on optimization for all of these third-party apps and plugins and programs that people were running on Windows 10 because people were doing what they're supposed to. They're submitting trouble tickets, complaints saying, hey, this program doesn't work very well. Windows comes around with fresh patches and updates, and I did wait a substantial amount of time. However, Windows 11 is not actually being offered to everyone just yet. It's being rolled out in drops or launches, I guess you could say. Now, if you buy yourself a pre-built PC, something like a Dell or an HP, a Compaq, something like that, a lot of them will come with Windows 11 pre-installed. And over time, if you have an old PC that has the hardware capable of running this new software, this new operating system, you will start getting pop-ups that will pop up saying, yeah, that's what pop-ups do. The pop-ups will pop up saying, hey, do you want to install this new experience, this Windows 11 experience? And for the longest time, my answer was no. Waited several months just for them to massage the kinks out of a lot of programs that I personally use. And also just get over that mental hump of, oh, you're going to have to get used to a new operating system, which honestly only took less than a day. You will be seeing all my screen recording videos whenever I'm overclocking controllers or measuring polling rate, refresh rate, stuff like that. You will see me right here on this Windows 11 experience, and boy, what an experience it is. So don't hesitate if you're nervous about the jump to Windows 11, simply don't be. Rip off the band-aid. It's a pretty darn sweet experience, especially if you have a 12th generation Intel CPU. You're actually handicapping your performance ever so slightly. And again, that was noted on the CPU side of the house, running things like Cinebench benchmarks, good old Cinebench R23 for single and multi-core performance, and then also running some graphical benchmarks as well, such as Haven. I did notice a slight boost or bump in performance, which I'm not going to complain about. I think the biggest thing for me breaks into two parts. The first one is cosmetically. I actually like the appeal of Windows 11. I think it looks very nice and clean, having these rounded borders, especially with a dark theme. Then I have my customized color, teal or turquoise, around the outside of the border, which I have done separate tutorials on how to do that in Windows 10. It's virtually the same process for Windows 11. And that's what I really like about it. Everything is the same process as Windows 10. So if I need to get to something, I can press the Windows key on the keyboard, type in exactly what I need, device manager, boom, it's right there. All the shortcuts, I need the task manager open, Control Shift Escape. It's right there for you. And finally, everything seemed to run just a little bit better on Windows 11, which really surprised me. I was expecting maybe the identical performance, maybe slightly worse, but luckily not only was I not let down, I was pleasantly surprised with the performance of Windows 11. In editing software, in all of my game launchers, I ran into zero compatibility issues. I ran into zero issues in game. Games that support HDR, I went into the visual settings, and if it had HDR, it was automatically engaged thanks to Windows 11 doing its job. Also, as opposed to Windows 10, where every time you install a huge update or a fresh copy of Windows 10 and you have to update your monitor refresh rate to 165 or 144, whatever your native refresh is, because it's always capped at 60 out of the box. With Windows 11, it automatically recognizes, oh, you've got a 165 hertz monitor plugged in. Let's default it to that. Oh, it has HDR. Let's recommend that you turn that on as well. It was just a very clean user experience, which I genuinely do appreciate. I will be doing a video in the very near future going over how to clean up your taskbar, make it transparent like mine, make the icons bigger for visibility, and also just change some settings in the operating system to get a more optimized experience, better performance, and clean things up a bit. If you enjoyed the video, liking it helps it to get seen by more gamers. This information will reach and assist them as well, which in turn helps me grow this little channel, which I do greatly appreciate. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover news in the gaming community and industry, tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing, as well as honest gaming product reviews, keyboards, mice, headsets, controllers, mics, chairs, etc. There are some hefty exclusive discount codes found only in the description of my videos and only for the audience here at Gamer Heaven. Check out Into the AM for some of the sickest looking and most comfortable cloth to ever grace my gaming giblets. If you don't want to be scorching your corneas with harmful blue light, check out Gamer Advantage, the only blue light glasses on the market that look sexy and actually work. If you're looking for a custom controller that'll blow the competition's tits back, AIM definitively has the best bang for buck or price to performance when it comes to Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch controllers. Nope, they don't do Switch, but they do gaming mice. I said doo-doo. I have links to all my other platforms and socials in the description below. If you need a quick laugh or blast of gamer adrenaline, check my short form videos out at TikTok. To get in touch with myself and the Stallions and Stallionettes of Gamer Heaven, join the community Discord, and check me out at twitch.tv where I go live every other leap year on a blue moon if it falls into an odd calendar number, and my pH balance is on point. Just kidding, starting June I'm going to be live streaming a lot. Thanks for watching. This has been AK40 Kevin hosting Gamer Heaven, and I'll see you tomorrow because I upload daily, all the time, 60% 90% of the time. Sometimes. Most of the time. Peace.